So let me give you the topic, friends. The topic is not even a single gold in Olympics. That is the Paris Olympics for India. More than 1 billion population, not even a single gold. That is the topic, friends, and it's a quite important topic. This year you can expect some topic from Olympics. So not even a single gold in Olympics, and I'll be giving you 1 or 2 minutes to think over it. Then you can start your discussion. So you all know that there's a way how you start your GD. There's a way how you conclude GD. I'm very sure you will write the points in your copy related to the group discussion, important discussion, and at the end you will conclude the session. When introduction is done, one of you will introduce the topic, and when the introduction is done, that time you are to basically open the house, open the discussion, and you have to give direction to the discussion. You need to tell others how you want the discussion to go. You will do that. So the introduction and then conclusion, there is a format. And मैंने 3 वीडियो जो बने हैं हमारे, how to introduce, how to start GD, how to conclude GD, how to enter in GD. I'll share those videos with you in your WhatsApp group, and you listen to that and accordingly you participate, right? So not even single gold in Olympics. That is a topic for all of you. I'll give you 1 minute, jot down the points, and then one of you will start the GD. Okay, so one of you can start the introduction now. Please unmute yourself, each one of you.
Sir, I would like to start the discussion.
Good morning,
ahead.
friends. Good morning, friends.
Sir, could
My
I
name
start?
is Pratyush Das. Sir, could I start?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Good morning, friends. Good morning, friends. My name is Pratyush Das. I am glad to start to discuss. I am glad to start discussion not on the topic that not even a single gold in Olympics. Friends, the given topic to us is of the current relevance. And it is in my opinion. So the topic is from the given topic. From the given topic, historically we are struggle to win the Olympics, to win gold in Olympics, and also there is no promotion. There's no proper promotion of culture, and also the priorities given to them except cricket. So there may be lack of a proper infrastructure and investment also, like poor sport facilities and a good world class training and coaching. So they are not up to that part. So friends, I would like to categorize the discussion in terms of like infrastructure and investment, government and government and policy support, social and economic factor, and some strategies for the improvement. So and at the end we'd like to we'd like to come with a conclusion. So friends, now I invite all of you to participate in this discussion.
I highly appreciate my fellow speakers.
Pratyush, I will also agree with your decision, and I want to say that the lack of sports culture in India also, like like China and America, they like put their stars from their young age. And they pick up the capable ones and talented ones, and they train there for the athleticism. So they are at the top, and India, because of their systematic issue, they are still at the bottom. So this is one of the reasons.
Yes, I totally
Totally agree with you,
my friend.
Kusabhai. So, I mean, in this
And,
case, I would like to add some more few points. So I think, I mean, it's a lack of total and there is no infrastructure in the school and in the college also. And the third thing is there is no kind of role model. So, I mean, person we have to follow. So there are no such kind of role model. So I think these 3 points will be somehow highlighted. So please
I,
continue, guys.
I partially agree with my
So,
fellow speaker that we do not have any of the role models when we talk about sports. The question here is that we haven't won any gold medal in this type of Olympics. So I think basically we want to look for the root causes, that what is the main reason that India haven't been able to perform at the certain levels. I think one of the potential reasons that one of my friends highlighted was that we have lack of infrastructure as compared to the different countries. Second point that I want to bring into light is that in our country, we prioritize studies over any type of sports. We do not promote the sports at the lower levels. And I think that can be also one of the major reasons. In other countries, we see how the sports are being prioritized as equivalent to the studies. But in our countries, due to the societal pressure, due to the parental pressure, person who even wants to pursue for the sports, he or she has to step back and pursue for the studies. And I think this can be also one of the major reasons that we do not get good athletes, and surely our participation in various type of sports reduces, and therefore we aren't able to earn medals, whether it is a gold medal or a silver medal.
yes, I totally agree with you, my friend. So, however, most of the people they focus on one sport only in India, that is cricket, and other sports are getting ignored. So, and only no sponsored prominent sponsors are there for the athletes also. Athletes also. Only JSW and Aditya Birla groups are sponsoring the athletes. So my point is that if we support more sports in various sports in India, so we can have a good number of medals in next Olympics. So that's it.
So guys, I would like to
Yeah,
add few points. So guys, there are such type called superstition. So a superstition is so it is it is every stage in our society. So like girls are suppressed to adopt this kind of sports culture. So there is superstition, in each and every parents and each and every society in our country. So guys, please continue you.
Guys,
Shubham,
so
it's
we can
not.
see
I
that
think. I think
yeah,
it not depend
uh,
on the population. It's depend on the talent and preparation. If we talk about the China, it is also near about a billion of population, but they have a 40 goals. And talk about the Japan, they are a million of population. They have a 20 gold. But if we compare the parents, other country parents and Indian parents are focused basically on education. They not encourage sports and athletes. Basically, we Indian student are fear about to take the decision what they do actually. Indian parents focus on
Yes.
education. In other countries, yeah.
Yes,
Even
I do agree.
yeah, continue.
Yes, I do agree with you all that in India, parents usually don't support sports for for their kids. One of the reasons could be that because if we look at those white collar jobs, they are very secure. They provide with you job security. They make your life comfortable. But when it comes to sports, it's uh, it's it does not provide job security. And so that this could be the reason that parents usually don't support sport activities. So we should work on this as well, in my
Yeah, I agree. Yes,
I
yes.
highly
and
appreciate
guys,
my
I
fellow
agree with
speaker's
you.
point. And adding upon this, if we all know that we all have heard our proverb initially when we were small kids, that पढ़ोगे लिखोगे तो बनोगे नवाब, and
Yeah,
खेलोगे
yes,
कूदोगे
yes,
तो
yes,
होगे खराब. I think this is also one of the major mindsets of the Indian society. I think this
yes,
can be
yes.
one of the reasons that why not sports is
Indian
being
support.
promoted in a country. Secondly, adding upon this, I think that one of my friends when talk about the lack of infrastructure, I think I am from MP. We have a TT Nagar stadium that is being specially devised. Various type of sports can be played at a particular point, and that many type of sports can be played. So I think what governments and the state governments can do is they can build big stadium. so that now across different states, so that people from the different states can come forward and they can diversify their love for the sports. We see how cricket is being promoted in our country. This is because the amount of media attention, the amount of cricket facilities that India has is quite big as compared to the rest of the world. So I think if we start a culture so as to start promoting other sports also, I think we can see the medal tally that is 6 can raise to 16 in the next Olympics and maybe to the 60 coming in the next 10 years. So I think this development of the development of the infrastructure and coming in the support of the state governments, I think this can be one of the potential solutions to this problem that we are currently facing today.
Yes,
Excellent
I
point,
agree with
So I
you.
totally agree with
Guys,
you.
I want to, you should also admit that in the rural area, no proper training facilities available, and also there is no gym facilities and swimming pool. Also, their financial support is also very poor. So this is a very critical issue. I would say very critical issue, very critical issue. So this inadequate resources and sponsorship, they are also in rural area. This is a major issue is and this is we have to highlight more.
Yes, I totally agree with you,
So I'm totally
my
agree with
friend.
you, but I would like to highlight some more few points. So like cricket and football, there is some kind of marketing and some kind of advertisement via social media, but there is no kind of uh, say marketing and advertisement in this Olympic related sports. So like wrestling and pistol shooting, this kind of thing. So there is a lack of, I mean, marketing and advertisement in this kind of sports, I think.
I highly appreciate my fellow speaker's point upon this. And I think that's a great point that we do not have any type of advertising. Secondly, if we talk about cricket or football, everyone has heard the name of IPL, everyone has heard the name of ISL, that is the Indian Super Leagues. So how these domestic players are coming out so as to showcase their talent on the bigger platform. But when we talk about Olympics, there are many types of sports being played, from tennis to badminton to wrestling. But I think in our country, we do not have any domestic leagues. And by the lack of happening of the domestic leagues, and also if even we have the national tournaments, the television of these tournaments aren't being made. So that the as my friends talk about that advertisement is quite less. So I think this can be also one of the reasons that the lack of attention coming to these sports is preventing the young talent coming to play these games. So I think if we are providing with multiple leagues at the junior level, that is under 14, under 16, I think we'll be able to nurture the young talent who can be able to play the sports. And I think this can be also one of the potential solutions to this problem of the less medals in the
Yes,
Olympics.
yes,
One
I
point
totally
I
agree
would
with
like
you,
to
but I want to add
Yes,
some
I want to
points.
add. I want to add one
So,
point.
okay, go ahead.
Please let
Okay,
Swapnil speak.
okay. I want to add. Okay, yes, I want to add a point. Some points that there's no proper allocation of funding, and also there is no support to. There's not like promising support to the athletes, and also that there are no incentives, and also there are much more like social and economic factors, social and economic factors like 2 decades ago there are lots of restrictions for the female to participate in wrestling, wrestling and many other sports.
Yes, I
So
agree.
we have to break the social barrier.
Yes,
So
yes,
So
I
one more
totally
thing
agree
I
with
would
you,
like
but
to add.
I just want to add some more thing regarding corruptions also. So, corruption is being the most prominent part in the sports also. So, we have many young talents, and we can nurture them according to their talents. But if we enter in the sports
So
facilities and sports culture also, so there is some corruption around there. We uh, have some cases regarding that, and women harassment is also one of the major what case in the sports area only. So we have that Haryana case also in the government.
Yes.
So that's it.
so
So
guys,
we have to
so far
improve
we
it.
have discussed lots of problems. So let's discuss the solution.
Yeah.
okay,
So I think we should discuss the solution one by one. So guys, please give some points about solution.
okay.
So one thing is
Yeah,
that
but
I feel that there should be proper allocation of funds, because as we all know that Haryana has so plenty of potential sports persons. So the funding should be made available in states like Haryana instead of states like Gujarat and Rajasthan, which which does not have so much sports persons,
So
and
I
Yes,
partially
so
agree with
yes,
we
my
I
fellow
want
can.
to.
speaker. As my fellow speaker said that we need to fund Haryana only as compared to the other states. When we talk about sports, any sporting talent can come from the any part of the country. If we particularly talk about Haryana, this time 66% of the Olympic medals were given to us by Haryana. I strongly agree. But we look at the sports. We are earning the sports medals in the cases of wrestling only. It can be one of the major reasons that we are earning the medals from Haryana in the wrestling. But when we talk about some of the other sports, if we want to increase the number of participation, I think the allocation of funds should be definitely done to the other
Equal.
major states too, as compared to Haryana also. That then only more number of young talents can come into place, and then only we can segregate. Okay, that this part of country is good in wrestling, other part of country can be good in the athletics. So I think the allocation of funds should be equivalent, irrespective of the whichever state is giving us medals.
Yes, I
Okay, I
totally
want to
agree.
add a point that we should explore opportunities with collaboration with other countries also. So that we can enhance so we can enhance the level of training and also the resources also.
Yeah,
every sports
Totally agree with
association.
you.
I agree.
So, but I would
And
like to add some more points here. So, like, I mean, our honorable Prime Minister taken a step like Khelo India program. So, but Khelo India program is not penetrating to the rural market in India. So that is the problem. So this is due to some kind of awareness problem, I think. So guys, please continue, Prastuj.
so, friends, we are forgetting one thing also, that the mental makeup. Athletes are struggle to perform, endure in high pressure situations. So we have to build a mindset of like Australian and Chinese and US, how they do, like the mindset to endure in a high pressure situation. So
Yes, I
this is
totally agree.
I
one
highly
point
agree with
I
my fellow speaker's point that he
I
said
think
that we need to develop the mentality too. When we talk
yes,
about,
yes.
if everyone has seen the badminton game of Lakshya Sen was the Commonwealth gold medalist from our country. But as we say, he lost in the semifinals. Was he a bad player? Definitely not. He was leading by 3 points. But surely we can say that okay, his mental strength wasn't as strong as his opponents. His opponents covered the lead of 3 points, and at the end he won the gold medal. So I think it's a very great point that we need to make our athletes mentally stronger too. And I think for that we need to enhance our coaching manuals and programs. We need to definitely take support from the other countries or the other legends of the game who can come forward and start supporting our athletes, or even from the other countries who have aced this game. When we talk about cricket, many times we see one of the mentors are being awarded to the teams in the IPL. So I think this could also help in the other sports also. So it's a great point that we can help our athletes to get mentally strong, and I think this can be also one of the major problems that can be solved, and it can help us to enhance the problem of winning the medals at the highest level.
Agreeing with
Okay,
this.
so the sports authority of India should also work on the grassroots level so that they can find some fresh young uh, talent and also nurture them for big events like Olympics.
So I completely agree with you all,
So
but
guys, should we discuss
I
some
just
kind
want
of
to add some
solution from
points.
our side
Okay.
also and from the government side also?
Yep, just please continue.
Yes, sorry.
Could we discuss some kind of solution from our side also and from government side also, guys?
So
So
before
there
going
are
to
Like
so
the
many
solutions, I would like
sports.
to
Already we
like
are
from
discussing
government.
this.
Yes,
There are
so
so many.
before going to the
Yes, you.
solution, I also want to add that despite these challenges, we should also acknowledge the success in badminton, wrestling, and shooting and javelin throw. And
Yes.
now you can start the conclusion, guys.
the,
That was it.
before
Okay.
before
So
proceeding to
guys,
the
let's
conclusion, I
discuss
would like to
solution
add
one by
two
one.
more key challenges. Uh-huh. So before proceeding to the
Please
conclusion,
continue.
I would like to add two more key challenges that we're facing. It's like funding and sponsorship, the primary thing, and one more thing is at the ground level, which is talent identification. We are not. That's the one more
I
thing
think we
we
have
need to
spoken
address.
upon this initially.
So guys, talking about solution, I would like to, add one more few points. So like in this hockey game, so our state government called Odisha government. So guys, it is taking an excellent step. So sir, so friends, this so-called state government is taking the steps towards promoting this, I mean, hockey stadium and hockey culture in Odisha. So, guys, this can be a solution for this thing. And I think, guys, for all the state, we need to adopt this kind of sports promotive culture for each and every sport.
Surely,
Yes,
it's a
I
great
totally
point
agree
given by
with
my
you.
fellow
And
speakers that how the state government of Odisha is supporting a particular game. Surely, I think this can be a great initiative that we are the country of more than 20, around 29 states. So I think different states can come forward so as to build the
Yeah.
stadium, and the stadiums can be built of the multiple sports facilities. A sports complex can consist of athletics games, basketball courts, badminton courts, and so that the people of the state do not have to migrate to the other states. And if we are, and by this we are simultaneously working upon the grassroots level also. So I think state governments coming forward can be one of the potential solutions, and by combining the same as working upon the grassroots levels will surely help us to solve this problem. So this can be one of the potential solutions by my side. Please carry on.
yes, I totally agree with you. And I like to add one more point also. So athletes just want to play for the country. So if they won some medals, and we need to change our mindset that whoever won the medals only, that athletes only praised by the people. And all the athletes who didn't got the medal in the Olympics, they are not getting praise and not getting some recognition from the government and from the peoples also. So they are showing their sportsman spirit in the game, but we are ignoring that. That's not the good thing at all, and not the good mindset of the people also. So we have to change that. So that's the one of the major reason that we are lacking in the sports culture.
Yeah, we can encourage the children to play a physical game, like join the yoga classes, swimming, and outfield game. That they fit physically and mentally, and they children is our future, uh, and they will do better in games.
So
Totally
friends,
agree with you.
in
So I mean, I would like
conclusion,
to add some more few points here. So about in and every school, so there should have sports teacher. So like in case of primary school, so like primary school, I mean even in our college also. So actually there is no sports teacher. So I think there should have sports teacher in each and every college. So there, further we can promote this kind of Olympic sports or
Yeah,
games.
yeah. If we're talking about the children, now present time, children are influenced by the influencer social media. They investing more time on social media, and they not go far outside to play a physical game, and they mentally they close themselves in one room, and they do activity what they do. No one know about it. So I think parents keep attention on their children.
so friends, in conclusion, I want to say that while India Olympics record is not, we would like to be the issue, like not the lack of talent, but a systematic shortcoming. So
Yeah.
we need to be improve the infrastructure and cultural mindset, and provide the support, provide the support, and also provide the support to the rural areas also, and this could undoubtedly increase the chances of winning Olympic gold.
So guys, let's give a chance to Saikiran and Surabhi Sharma. So guys, would you continue to more few points to add some more few points, Surabhi and Saikiran?
Yeah, definitely. Coming to the solution, we should also raise some awareness and interest among the youth. Not only in the cricket, we should make aware the youth so that they can show some interest of the Olympics. And as well, one more solution I can say is like corporate sponsorship. These days, I think moreover the sponsorships are strictly related to the cricket. So we should also sponsor some sponsorship to the Olympics, some different athletic games. And also government has to take some initiatives which will definitely needed to the athletes.
Okay, now please conclude.
Can I conclude?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I think we all had a great fruitful discussion among us all, and I think we highlighted some of the greatest points that are the major reasons that India is not able to bring the gold medals. Some of the points that we need to highlight is that lack of infrastructure of the one of the major events. Secondly, we aren't working as a country on the grassroots level so as to nurture the young talents. Third, as one of my friends spoke about, that there can be some of the corruption and sabotaging problem that are basically preventing the good athletes to getting on the high levels. And fourth was one of the societal pressures and the parental pressures that students are not able to pursue sports at the higher levels. When we spoke about solutions, I think we had some of the great solutions, that the barrier should be broken, that initially the women were not allowed to play. But today we see how women are bringing laurels in the sports. When we talk about Manu Bhaker, who earned us two bronze medals. When we talk about Vinesh Fogart defeating the world number one, the Japanese athlete. Also, one of the solutions can be discussed of that we need to bring multiple stadiums, and the initiatives can be taken by the state governments and the central governments so as to promote sport culture, along with the various types of leagues like Halo India. So I think these can be one of the potential solutions that can help us country to start acing in the sports, and definitely we will be improving in the coming Olympics. So that's all. That's all from our side. Thank you so much.
Okay, now Oppo, what is your name? Oppo, what is your name?
Sudhir Kumar.
Sudhir, huh? Yeah, so next time, guys, you please enter with your name. Sudhir, please conclude the discussion.
Okay. Okay, friends. I take the opportunity to conclude the discussion. Friend, we had a good discussion, but we not reach a good concession. And some friend, some colleagues are talking about the Khelo India. Yeah, yes, it's really helpful the Indian youth to come to the front. And if we talk about the
Done, Sudhir?
so
Okay, now Surabhi, please conclude.
So thank you for giving me this
Okay, sir.
opportunity to.
So actually, I mean, so far we have a very. Sir,
Surabhi,
can I?
Surabhi. Let Surabhi
Oh,
conclude
okay.
first.
So thank you, friends. We had a very fruitful discussion on the topic that why India is not getting a gold medal. So we have discussed about the problem reasons why we are not getting. That is because of lack of parent support, lack of infrastructure or the sports facilities, people's mindset, lack of advertisement and marketing in Olympics. And we also talked about the solution that first of all we should change the mindset of people and the society to in order to promote sports, and we should we should use the funding towards for promoting Olympics in a proper way. Like we should do more funding in states like Olympics, but we should also do in other states as well. So that is all.
Okay, so yeah, now next I think Swapnil can conclude.
Thank you, friends, for giving me the opportunity to conclude. So it was a fruitful discussion, and we have got some points to improve some chances of medals in the next upcoming Olympics. So, and some major reasons why we are lacking behind. So that are due to the family pressure, as my friend mentioned, and due to the mismanagement of the funding for the sports, which are not distributed equally throughout the India, a lack of infrastructures for other sports other than cricket, and no prominent sponsor for athletics and other sports also, and more focus on one game only, and we have to change our people mindset also. So we have got some solutions also from our discussion, that we have to build some good habitat towards the young generation of people towards the sports. We have to promote them towards the sports, and government should provide some good infrastructure and world-class facilities towards our sportsmen. We have to arrange some more sponsors and more funding to the sports culture. So that's it, sir.
Okay, now Sai Kiran.
Sir, I'm feeling very glad to conclude the discussion, and we had a really meaningful discussion on the topic. Despite having 1.4 billion population, why we even get one gold medal? So we identified several key issues, such that stating that lack of infrastructure and family support, nutrition and fitness as well, and cultural preferences, talent identifications, and also funding and sponsorship. And also in this discussion, we came up with a meaningful or fruitful solutions, such that government initiatives and corporate to sponsorships, and also raising the awareness, and also improvements in some areas where we can athletes get gold medals. And I'm also thanking everyone for engaging in the discussion. And I believe that with right focus and resources, India can truly shine on the global stage. And we can definitely see more gold medals in the years to come.
So actually, your voice is not audible, sir.
You are mute.
Okay, Costa, please conclude.
Yes, sir. On behalf of everyone, I would like to conclude the discussion. It was a quite healthy discussion, and we exchange all members' viewpoint, and we have reached the conclusion. And in conclusion, I want to say that we need to improve the infrastructure, providing adequate support in the rural area, and we need to pick the young rising stars by fostering sports culture from the grassroots level. Also, we need to address the social biases, and we need to address the system shortcomings, and we need to invest more in the sports culture. So that I want to say that
Okay,
this
Swaroop.
is
Okay, guys. So far, we have very smooth and healthy discussion. First of all, we have divided this topic into two dimensions: problems and solution. So for discussing problem, each and everyone has added more few points like lack of enthusiasm, lack of infrastructure, and lack of some kind of role model, and lack of some kind of awareness. And there is a superstition problem with this. And sir, girls are not. Girls are suppressed in our society also, and so there are lots of security issue. With the girl, and after that we have discussed some kind of solution also. So like there is a Khelo India program from our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and so far we can promote sports culture in each and every state also, and I think our state government should adopt some particular kind of sports in sports which are which are much more required for our Olympic game also, and there should have sports teacher in each and every college and in school also. So this is from my side. Thank you.
Okay, Pratyush.
Okay. Thank you for giving me the opportunities to conclude the discussion. In this discussion, we had mainly discussed categorically like the infrastructure and investment, and the government and policy support, and like social and economic factors, and at the end, like the strategies, some strategies for the improvement. So as our friends has discussed that they are not so good support of infrastructure, and no and lack of proper facilities, and there's a and their lack of like training and coaching also. So as our friends also had mentioned that there are a lot of manipulation in allocation of funds also, and also I had also discussed that that there are a lot of economic barriers and also some social barriers. So and in the strategies we had discussed about the sponsorship of the athletes, and I discussed the also the long term investment in terms of grassroots programs, improving infrastructure, and also increasing good support staff.
Okay, friends. So I have sent you the feedback of each one of you, but let me give the common feedback and I read it out. Number one, you need to stick to the format of conclusion and introduction. There's a format of introduction and conclusion, and if you stick to the format, you'll pass the GT. Like conclusion is very, very simple. So if nothing works for you, try to conclude. Conclusion is nothing but the points which are discussed in the GD. You have to only mention those points, right? So you have pen and paper with you. Just keep on noting some important points. And at the end, say we had a discussion here, and the discussion was smooth or it was not very smooth. You could not reach consensus, but some very good points came. And I would like to mention the points given by other members and my points also. So the points discussed work, then you start talking about that. Simple. So, but the person who wants to conclude should note down the points. That is very, very important. Introduction, on the other hand, is basically starting of the discussion. And in the introduction, you need to give the direction to the discussion. What is the topic given and what is the direction? And friends, always stick around the topic and don't deviate much from the topic. You should stick around the topic. Now, this whatever was given to you, Piyush started the discussion. He said it's the topic is of current relevance, and it is we were struggling to win the medal. Cricket, he started talking about the cricket and all, and lack of infrastructure, sports facilities, allocation of the funds, not proper socio-economic factors. So, conclusion was good by Pratyush. So, Pratyush, try to, in the introduction, try to give holistic direction. See, the friends topic given for the discussion is not even single gold in Olympics. And friends, I think we are a very big country. I mean, most populated nation, and we deserve more golds. Then, friends, any topic which you want to talk about, like Olympics, they may discuss in IOCL. So, try to get some kind of statistics with you. I mean, which country of your size, like China, how many golds? Like even Pakistan got a gold. I was expecting some of you will say even Pakistan has got a gold. So we should have gold. And also I was expecting that you will talk about, how by very small, margin we missed our gold. And I was also expecting you will talk about the this last year last time Tokyo Olympics where we got, Neeraj got gold, right? So some data, some information, obviously you have to give to this topic. So Olympics is the important topic. I'll give you the information, but at the same time, information which you carry, at least you should tell that who among you is not aware that Pakistan was won the gold? Who among you is not aware that last time we won the gold? Who among you is not aware that we missed the gold by, in many of the examples, like Indian hockey we could have taken, or Fogart we could have taken, or Neeraj we could have taken. So, I mean, why you people are not giving data or information or statistics? So, something which is there with you, at least you bring that out. Give some data, give some statistics, that always helps. So we were very close and always talk both the sides. I mean, okay, it's a worrisome, but at the same time, what can be the improvement? So yeah, we were very close and we need to do the analysis, thorough analysis, why it has happened. And also, I mean, politics, like sports should not be politicized. Like we have seen the wrestlers in Haryana, they face a lot of political issues, and they were fighting with the government and otherwise. So I mean that ecosystem should not be allowed in the country. I mean country should focus on. Now after 4 years we are going to have again, if I'm not wrong, in LA there is going to be Olympics. So we should start preparing from the very first day. So what has gone back is gone back now, but we as a country we deserve at least 5-6 gold medals. And this year also, Fogart could have taken, Neeraj could have taken, Manu could have taken, Indian hockey could have taken. So you can name, count it on the fingers. We could have taken 5, 6. And wrestling also this time performance was very bad in the wrestling because of that political issues and all. So we could have taken that. So come up with the data, friends, because data is something which is very, very important. Keep yourself mute, each one of you. Yeah. So data is something which is very, very important, and you should come out with the data. So Pratyush, you are to basically participate in that way, and I'll share the videos how to start GD, how to conclude GD with you. Listen to that again and again. There are 3 videos I have: how to start GD, how to conclude GD, how to enter in GD. Listen to those videos very carefully and stick to the format. If you stick to the format, you will clear the GD for sure.
सर
So yeah.
सर एक बात पूछना चाहता हूँ सर, जैसे ऐसे जीडी में सर आपने जैसे बोला कुछ स्टेप्स वगैरह मतलब जानना जरूरी है, तो अगर समझ लीजिए कभी मतलब अगर याद नहीं आए, मतलब उस टाइम में अगर स्ट्राइक नहीं हुआ तो कोई मतलब दिक्कत होता है क्या सर?
क्या स्ट्राइक नहीं हुआ? पॉइंट्स
मतलब जैसे अब जैसे कुछ जैसे आपने बोला स्टेट्स के बारे में, मतलब जैसे कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन वगैरह, जैसे आपने बोला कि ये
प्रैक्टिस से आता है, ये प्रैक्टिस से आता है. See, I am strongly of the opinion that the knowledge which you people carry is sufficient for you to pass the GD. You need not to have extra knowledge, but whatever extra knowledge is required, that YourPedia will provide you. I mean, the topic, the content, that will be sufficient. So आता है दिमाग में ये. This is related to how many times you will hear students saying that, oh, I was knowing that answer, but in the interview I could not get it. It did not fit me because lack of practice. That is certainly not lack of practice, nothing else. If the practice is there now, that is what exactly you are doing. So knowledge everybody has, everything, you can answer the question. It is lack of practice. The moment you do more practice, the ideas start popping up. Like I'm a mentor, I keep on mentoring students, I keep on discussing with them GD. So hardly there is any topic which I cannot discuss. If you make me sit in the panel, I can discuss something or the other. You can say, okay, this guy will speak something. So that comes with the practice, not with the knowledge only. It comes with the practice. So you participate more. At least YourPedia may do 10 GDs with the different mentors. There is Shubhya, Shikha ma'am, I'm. So with 3 mentors, you do GDs, you do HR as much as possible. That is going to help you. So though I will not give you marks very first day, but if you have to get
could you give us some
marks,
ranks also?
not ranks, but I'll give the marks. Out of 10, I'll give you marks. If you hit 7+, that means you are good to go. But Pratish, you will be getting 6.2 or 6.1. You need to go up to 7. Conclusion was good. Try to get marriage on with this. Costav, you talked about lack of sports culture. China and US, you started comparing. So only thing is, Costa, when you raise some issue, just make everybody clear about that point. When you were talking about
Okay, sir.
USA and China, you should have talked about very clearly why you're mentioning these countries, what you want the comparison. You talked about young talent should be picked up and they should be trained. You talked about rural India, rural facilities. You could have said that India
Yes.
still lives in the villages and there is a very big base in the rural. So rural infrastructure also should be created. Especially if you see the case of wrestlers, they are in the rural part of Haryana and India. Sponsorship, you talked about. Systematic shortage, you talked about. So conclusion, you have to take the proper format, Costa. You could not speak in conclusion as per the format. Format is like you're talking about that points given by others and then saying that, okay, others. In the conclusion, you have to use the term we, not I, but we. So Costa, I'll give you a 6.1 mark here. You have to participate more. You could not participate much. So Pratyush kept on participating. Nishant kept on participating. To some extent, Swaroop also kept on participating. Others participated less. Like, this fellow, I think, let me name, Sudhir. Sudhir did not participate. Surabhi did not participate much. Sai Krishna did not participate much. So, Surabhi, Sai Kiran, and Sudhir, you will immediately go out because you did not participate much. You did not speak much. Other kept on speaking at least. Speaking is the first stage. You need to talk. That is the first stage. So after that comes the content and talking about the topic. So if you want to pass GD, very simple. Speak around the topic and conclude better. Conclude whatever said. That's it. You pass the GD. That's it. Very, very simple. But you need to practice for that speaking and all. After that, then Swaroop.
Sir, tell me my marks also.
Costa, I told you 6.1 and all. And Swaroop, you talked about no role model. You said we have no role model or something. We have role models. I mean, we have Neeraj. you got interrupted in between. Superstition term you were using, but I could not understand what you mean by superstition, why you're talking about that. So whenever you talk about something, make it clear what you want to say. You said social media should do marketing the way they do of cricket. Talk about Khelo India. Every school should have a sports teacher. In fact, every school has sports teacher, but they don't work actually. There is a main trouble with India. We don't do our job properly. Every school teacher has a sports teacher. In the government schools which I studied, I was having a sports teacher. They never made us play any game. Sports teacher also used to get up, similar to mathematics teacher. He used to sit on the chair and not do anything. So sports teacher we have, but they don't train us actually. So we need to raise that issue also. Like the teacher, sports teacher, which are recruited by the government. You go to any government school, there are sports teacher, but there is no sports actually. And we know that the rural India still studies in the, government has the infrastructure. It's very ironical actually. Government has schools, government has playgrounds, government has teachers, but the teachers are not making students play. Private schools have teachers, they have infrastructure, but they don't have the big playgrounds because playgrounds cost you a lot. So private sometimes don't have, and limited private schools have good infrastructure. So actually, the poor Indian student cannot afford this private schools, and the government school teachers are not interested. Typical government mindset: the moment you get a government job, you'll stop doing every work. That actually is killing India. Believe me, friends, you are going to get public sector job or government sector job. The moment you get it, start doing work, not relax. Why there is a huge craze? Why Indian engineer also wants to become government PN? Why? Because nothing is to be done. That money is free. So I'm not supposed to do anything. My job nobody can take. No, the moment I got a government job, friend, I'm not supposed to do anything. I'm to relax my life. That's it. That is the attitude, and with that attitude, we don't go forward. So that is also important thing. We have sports teacher, but they don't teach. Actually, that is the point. They need to put effort. And then Swaroop, you said conclusion. May you mention point given by others? That was okay. So you can conclude. Try to conclude. Conclusion can become your strength. So Swaroop, I give you 6.2 for this for your participation. निशांत
तो जैसे
was
मैंने
good.
दूसरों को चांस दे दिया, ऐसे चांस देना मतलब सही रहेगा क्या?
हाँ ठीक है.
मतलब जैसे
जो आपने
चांस
बोला
कर
कि
दिया दूसरों को
सुरभि को बोलना है और सही करूँ को, that is good. Once you should say that, yes, that helps you. Nishant was good. Nishant participated nicely. He said, I partially agree that we don't have role model. Nishant took from someone, I think from Sarup only.
Surbhi.
See, this Pratyush, Kaustav, Sarup and Nishant were the first 4 people who participated. Normally out of 8 group, if you are among the first 4, you get credit. But if you speak at the end, your points will also exhaust and you may not get credit also. So, सारे points पहले 3-4 लोग बोल देते हैं. So, you need to enter fast. Nishant said, Nishant, when you started the participation, you took the point given by Swaroop and then you took it further. Later on, you added your point. My advice is, whenever you enter in the discussion, enter with your point, because observer wants to listen new point, not the point extended by somebody else. Later on, you added many good points. You said that जो society है that pressurizes you to study, and you gave very good point. पढ़ोगे लिखोगे तो बनोगे नवाब. That was a good point raised by you. Something like that. Observer listens and gives you credit for that. Media attention. Start promoting other games. Also, you talked about the leagues played by. So why there is a lot of craze among Indian for cricket, because this IPL and all these leagues. So that should be for other games also. Need to make players mentally strong, you said, and conclusion was also good. So Nishant, your performance was good. I'll give you 6.7, 6.8 for that. Very close to 7 you are. So that point is good. Just keep on participating, and others can also observe how Nishant was participating. That is good way. But Nishant, learn on these things. Conclusion ka format, introduction ka format, try to learn that. Swapnil, you said one sports focus is only there in the country, and we should have other forces are getting ignored. Corruption, you raise the issue of corruption, but you should basically tell, I mean, how that is there. So why don't you people give examples like, Chak De India, there was a corruption, women hockey team was not being played. So why don't you give example from the movies,
सर
from the real world?
मूवीज का दे सकते हैं क्या सर?
हाँ बिल्कुल दे सकते हैं. मूवीज का दे सकते हैं, रियल वर्ल्ड का दे सकते हैं, अपना एग्जांपल दे सकते हैं. एग्जांपल दो, make the point clear to others. When you say corruption, how does it affect your getting gold? You should tell that actually. So if the players The money to be invested on the training of the players, if there is a corruption and it does not go on training of the players, obviously will not get the gold. Something like that, Swapnil, you should say. Women harassment point, Harana case you raised, and you said change of the mindset of the people is required. Conclusion was good by Swapnil, so he followed the format. So conclusion can be your strength, Swapnil. You can go for that. So I give you 6.3 for that, Swapnil. Sudhir raised Japan population. I don't know why Sudhir talked about Japan issue, but Sudhir, you started very late, and what you wanted to say, I could not understand that. Indian parents focus on education, but that point was already raised by Nishant. So conclusion was not done. I could not hear conclusion from you. So Sudhir, there was inertia in you. You are to participate, right? Yeah. And then Surbi, job security issue in the parents. You talked out about that, but that also earlier it was raised. There should be proper allocation of the fund, but how? I mean, fund to whom? You need to clear that. So you talked only about this, but did not in detail talk about that. So Sudhir, I'll give you less than 6 as of now. Surbi less than 6 as of now. You need to enter into the 6 group. Conclusion may Surbi, you did not mention the others, right? So you need to participate, you need to enter early. So what is happening with Sudhir, Surbi and Sai Kiran? You are entering very, very late. And when you are entering very late, all the points are exhausted. So no new points are coming to you. Try to enter early, friends. Sai Kiran, you funding, your participation was very, very late. Talked about funding, sponsorship by government need to take initiative. So you try to conclude, you gave the conclusion also, Sai Kiran, but yes, you need to enter early. Try to enter early, each one of you. So today, like Nishant participated, Swapnil participated, then Swaroop participated, and Pratyush participated, kept on speaking, Kaustav to some extent. Who did not participate were the Surbi, Sai Kiran, and Sudhir. See, GD is eliminating process normally. For the observer, it is very easy to eliminate 4 and keep the 4. So those 4 who do not speak is very easy for him to eliminate that. So Surbi, Sai Kiran and Sudhir did not participate. I may eliminate all of you. And then Kaustav will be eliminated next. So last 4 he can keep is Pratyush, Nishant, Swapnil and Swaroop. But in that also, I think Nishant he may retain and maybe to some extent Swaroop and Swapnil. So Pratyush, you are on the border for that matter, right? So participate in this. Anything you want to ask or tell me now?
सर मैंने एक पॉइंट बोला था कि मतलब हाई प्रेशर सिचुएशन में हमको अच्छा परफॉर्म करना चाहिए, मतलब उसका मतलब कुछ रीजन नहीं दे सकता, मतलब दे सका, तो उसका रीजन क्या होगा सर?
हाई फिर से बोलो।
मतलब हाई प्रेशर सिचुएशन में हमको मतलब ज्यादा अच्छा परफॉर्म करना चाहिए इंडिया को, लाइक ऑस्ट्रेलियन, चाइना एंड यूएस।
जो भी ओलंपिक्स में प्लेयर जाता है, ही इज ऑलरेडी परफॉर्मिंग इन हाई प्रेशर सिचुएशन. It is not that he is not performing in high pressure situation. Every player is performing in high pressure. Olympics में जो लोग जाते हैं, तो they are really good actually. But the only point is like you need to train them. You need to give them additional. Like I give you Fogart case, Vinish Fogart case. So I mean they were team with her. How could 100 gram increase? I mean when there were entire team to take care of her, how could 100 gram increase? That is a very big point actually. And why wrestling team could not do anything this year? Because of that politics. So you need to think from that perspective actually. No country can win a lot of gold medals or something unless until government and entire ecosystem is favorable. So when the ministers who are the sports ministers, they start fighting with the players, you understand what is going to happen to the country. And now the philanthropic big Ambanis and all, now they're coming to give the money to the player. Money should not be given after winning the medals only. Money should be invested to train the players, actually. You understand that? We should not go in the emotions.
Yes, sir.
Unmute, Sudhir. Unmute karo. Unmute yourself. Anybody else wants to say something?
Hello.
Sure. Then friends.
Sir, if everyone talks English, can we put if I know?
Sorry, Sudhir, your voice is I'm not in position to hear.
In group, if everyone talking in English.
You can participate in Hindi English.
Can we put the points in Hindi?
Yes, you can do. Hindi English both you can participate. Yeah.
It's positive impact or negative impact?
No,
सर आपका
this thing
एज
same. You can participate in Hindi as well as English. It is equally acceptable.
सर ग्रुप डिस्कशन में सबको एक साथ बैठाया जाता है या फिर अलग अलग, मतलब एक रूम में इंटर किया जाता है फिर ग्रुप डिस्कशन होता है, ऐसा होता है या फिर सबको एक साथ
हाँ,
बैठाया जाता है?
आपको पता होता है आपका जीडी इनके साथ होने वाला है।
अच्छा नहीं, मैं पूछ रहा था कि मतलब एक हॉल में होता है या फिर एक
आपका
रूम में
एचआर राउंड
जाके?
कब होगा?
रूम देयर इज अ रूम।
अच्छा अच्छा।
आप वीडियो सुनो, जो सिलेक्टेड बच्चे हैं उनका वीडियो सुनो, मैंने इंटरेक्शन डाला हुआ, वो सब बताते हैं कैसे होता है। लिसन टू द इंटरेक्शन आई हैड विद द सिलेक्टेड कैंडिडेट्स, यू विल गेट दोज डिटेल्स एंड प्रैक्टिस मोर, राइट?
ठीक
चलो
है सर।
फ्रेंड्स, आई टेक लीव ऑफ यू एंड जस्ट डू व्हाट इज बीइंग टोल्ड टू यू इन द व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, राइट?
सर आपका एचआर
Sir,
राउंड कब
hello.
होगा थोड़ा बता दीजिए।
सॉरी,
सर एक्चुअली आपका एचआर राउंड कब होगा थोड़ा बता दीजिए। एचआर
सब
साहब
पता है
आपका
आपको,
फोन
पता
कब
है
होगा?
व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे, यू नो एवरीथिंग, राइट? एनीथिंग रिलेटेड टू जीडी यू वांट टू आस्क?